One flower caused an economic frenzy, inspired a revolution, traveled across empires, and became the symbol of a country where it did not even originate. This is the story of the tulip. It begins not in the Netherlands, but across Central Asia, Persia, and the Ottoman world. Even the word tulip is believed to trace back to a Persian term linked to a turban because the flower's shape reminded people of a wrapped headdress. By the 16th century, tulips had become symbols of beauty and status in the Ottoman Empire. Sultans loved them. Artists painted them. Poets celebrated them. Then the flower traveled west. European diplomats carried tulip bulbs and seeds from Constantinople into Europe. Soon, botanist Carolus Clusius planted them in Leiden, and the Dutch chapter began. The flower thrived. Then came the obsession. In the 1630s, rare tulip bulbs became luxury assets. People were no longer just buying flowers, they were buying dreams. Prices rose wildly. Some bulbs were said to be worth more than houses. Then, in February 1637, confidence vanished. The market collapsed, and history remembered it as Tulip Mania, one of the most famous speculative bubbles ever recorded. But the tulip did not fade. It became a symbol of the Netherlands, even though it was never Dutch by origin. And if you grew up watching Hindi cinema, you have probably seen those famous Dutch tulip fields too. The song Dekha Ek Khwab from the 1981 film Silsila was filmed at Keukenhof, turning those flower gardens into a dream destination for Indian audiences. But the tulip story goes beyond romance. It is also associated with countries such as Turkey, Iran, Afghanistan, and Hungary. And in 2005, when protests in Kyrgyzstan helped remove President Askar Akayev from power, the movement became known as the Tulip Revolution. So the tulip is not just a flower. It is a traveler, an empire's obsession, a market bubble, a national symbol, a political metaphor, and for millions of film lovers, a dream set to music. Not bad for a flower that began as a wild bloom far from the country that made it world famous.